This is the Self-Aware Leader Podcast. Now your host, Jason Rigby.
Leveling up, guys. Some of you asked me about this, like how do I level up my life and my leadership game? So today I want us to look at 6 empowering habits that's going to cause you to be able to level up in your personal life and in your leadership. And I like to call it a game because that's what it is. It's the Matrix, baby, right? So number 1, let's get right into these 6 empowering habits. Number 1, say nope to toxic vibes. Nope, not going to deal with it. Nope. Any toxic vibes that are out there, if I'm feeling any type of toxicity, I am so quick to be like, nope, not going to be a part of that. Nope. Don't need that person as a friend. Nope. We are not good at saying no because we think that we can do everything because we saw stressed out parents is running us all around to the soccer field and then to piano practice and into this and into that. And we had 10 classes and, 20 pages of homework. We think we can do, and then we went to college and it was even worse. I'm a full semester, and then I go to work and I got to, no, start saying nope to stuff. Nope. You want to crush it as a leader? Start by cutting out distractions and bad habits because everyone around you is distracted. If you're not distracted, you're like in the top 0.001% of the world. If you can take control of your actions and mindset and steer your life in the right direction, guess what's happening? You're successful, guaranteed. In this environment, it's so easy to be successful nowadays because no one wants to be. Well, they fake want to be. They want to look like the Instagram peeps, but no one wants to put in any type of work. They'd rather be on Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. They'd rather be just sitting there drinking alcohol, doing drugs, hanging out with negative people, and partying hard, and be done. You've got to end those things, guys. Once in a while, it's fun to go out and have a party. But drugs, alcohol, negative people, those toxic influences, that's not going to help you. Sitting around and smoking weed all day long and you're bringing a pen to work and smoking weed at work and you expect to be productive, you're just clocking in time. That drug should not be that important to you. You don't need to be addicted to anything anyways. Get rid of it. Love yourself enough to not have any addictions. Take control of yourself. Like I said before, your actions, your mindset, begin to take control of the wheel. Don't allow weed or alcohol or toxic friends or toxic relationship that you're in. Don't allow those things to steer your yacht. It's your yacht. You're in control. Surround yourself, guys, with uplifting and supportive individuals who will help you stay focused and be your best self. And say nope to everybody else. You're like, well, how do I find those people, Jason? They're where success happens. Success is not in the nightclub unless you own the nightclub. Then you're making hundreds of percents off alcohol, right? Success isn't there. Where do successful people hang out? Then go start hanging out there. Go to an art museum and hang out. Go to a gym early in the morning and hang out with those people and start just carrying a little conversation. Start hanging out and going to places where successful people hang out. Bookstores. The list goes on and on. Just walk around. Go to a nice restaurant and order a cup of coffee and sit there. Or order a cocktail or whatever, but don't, just drink one. Don't sit there and get drunk in the afternoon. Just sit there, watch, observe people, see how it's going. Give the waiter or the waitress, say, hey, I'm just ordering a cocktail. I want to see what successful people are like. I'll make sure I give you, I'm just ordering this cocktail. I'm just getting a coffee, but here's $20. I just wanted to give you that for a tip and do that. So it costs you $25, $26. They'll let you sit there and watch people, take notes, absorb the environment. Successful people are all around you. Feel that energy, absorb it. Take notes, bring your laptop, bring your iPad, bring your phone. Take notes about how you're feeling and what it is. Get to know, be surrounded, embrace, hug success. and you will begin to find these supportive individuals. You will begin to find people that want your best self. They want to know your best self, and you want to know them. It's going to be tough at first, but you will get good at saying nope. And guess what's going to happen? When you get the toxicity out of you, all those toxic vibes and that, just picture it like nasty, dirty, rotten, fumes in an old, decrepit house. That when you get rid of all that and you burn down that old house, that old toxic house, guess what's happening? You're going to have increased focus, increased energy, and overall well-being. Number 2. Number 1 was saying nope to toxic vibes. Number 2 is find your Zen daily. Make time. Whatever meditation looks like to you. Maybe it's fishing. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's knitting. What can you do that allows you to self-reflect? Some people go on long drives. That's meditation to them. And they just sit there and reflect. They don't have the radio on. They don't have anything on. And they're just constantly reflecting on things, checking their inner state, developing self-awareness, tapping into inner peace, and gaining mental clarity. Remember, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. I heard this from a Navy SEAL. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. So guess what happens? You give yourself the chance to slow down, reflect, and then find that inner calm, which what happens? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. When you're smooth like that, then, and you have this reflecting self-aware personality and you're finding this inner calmness and you have increased focus, energy, and well-being, guess what happens to your professional life? You get more efficient, right? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You get faster. You have more resilience. Things that used to bother you. Oh my God, I got to do this. No, the boss came to me and told me I got this, and this, and I'm 10 tasks behind. I'm freaking out. You have resilience now. You have greater focus. It's like, oh, okay. A little bit more is added onto the plate. Perfect. I got so much room on my plate. It's awesome. I'm going to delegate this. Because I practice decentralized leadership. Number 3, get moving and make mornings count. Kickstart your day with some physical activity, physical and mental activity first thing when you wake up. Because your brain, if you do that, the first thing you wake up, eventually it sucks in the beginning. It does. But eventually your body will wake up and be like, bam, 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 it's time. And I'm talking like go for a walk, get on a bike and just kind of pedal. Have a bike at home, get on a treadmill and just walk. I'm not talking about, if you want to do kettlebell swings and do yoga is great. Morning yoga there. You can go on YouTube right now and type in morning yoga and you'll find so many videos you can do. Take the time, invest, and buy a nice yoga mat. Buy a nice one. I bought a big Lululemon, paid money for it, but I use it all the time and I love it. It's my favorite mat because I'm tall. I'm like 6'2", some days 6'3", whatever. And so when I stretch, most yoga mats aren't. So I got an extra large yoga mat and I love it. And it gets me excited to do yoga. Make the investment, guys. The benefits go beyond just physical gains. Regular exercise boosts your mood, reduces stress, and sharpens your mental activity. Maybe you can swim. Whatever it is, start small and then build it up from there. A 5-minute walk, guys. A little jog down the road. 10-minute morning yoga routine that you're consistently doing every morning. I'm telling you, prioritizing your health and making exercise a daily routine, you'll find that you're going to have more energy, increased focus, and the resilience that you need to tackle that day, those challenges that you're going to face personally and in the workplace, professionally, guess what's going to happen? Bam, 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 knocking that shit out quick. Number 4, grow your tribe through authentic content. In this digital age, your audience is everything. And I'm saying this, what does your Instagram look like? If I took your phone right now and I went on the little search button and I looked, what are you going to have on there? Are you going to have a bunch of toxic shit on there? stuff that you know that you shouldn't be looking at, stuff that you know you shouldn't be giving your time and attention to, that you're literally going on there 25, 30 times a day and looking at stuff that you know you shouldn't be involved in. Clean it up, guys. Clean up your Instagram. That search button should have motivational quotes, should have positive videos on it, should have workout stuff. And I'm not talking about workout stuff. This is to the guys. Workout stuff where it's showing asses and stuff like that. You don't need to look at that stuff. Why? So you can get a little dopamine hit, get your monkey brain. Whoa. Stop all that. That's not, pornography is not conducive to anything that you want in your success in your life. And I'm going to do a whole episode on that because I think it's really important to understand it. It's just not, I mean, I'm not opposed to it per se. I'm kind of neutral on it. But the underlying, you've got sex trafficking and you've got underage stuff and you've got mass amounts of drugs going on. And I'm not saying this is all. I know that there's healthy people and I get all that. So I don't want to get into the weeds on this. I'm talking about growing your tribe through you. What is authentic for you? How can you be real? How can you have your social media and your friends and your work and those you work with? How can you be real, engaging, and vulnerable? How can you have people where you can share personal experiences, failures, and accomplishments with? Consistency, guys. Make yourself be dedicated to being the best friend that you can be. What does that look like? How many of you have gone to one of your closest friends? Maybe you've got 1, 2, 3, 5 or whatever, and set them down and had a good brunch and I want you right now and say, hey, Cindy, I want you right now to give me 3 to 5 things of how I can be a better friend for you. I want to be the best friend and they're going to like, no, you are. No, we're not leaving here until you give me 3 to 5 things. I want clarity to be a better friend. And then they're going to be like, well, what do you want? How awesome is that? Because their perceptions, their reality. So let's dive deep in. Ask those authentic questions. Share your passions and values and have your friends share those to you. And guess what happens? You become more like-minded and you grow. And then collaboration happens. And then guess what happens? Networking. These things are so important, guys. Build your tribe. What do you want your tribe to look like in your life, professionally and personally? Number 5, strengthen your systems. Your success relies on the power of your systems. System thinking is so important, guys. Especially if you're creative like I am. It's important for me to have habits and systems and goals and all that, so I'm not always in the woo-woo, in the ethereal. I have to identify areas that need improvement. And I need to work diligently and be disciplined and just not, I think I'll paint today. Sounds great. Let me go buy a canvas and some paint. Oh, yeah, I wasted that whole day because I went here. I'll rabbit hole and squirrel away. What things require attention? How can I improve those things? And how can I make a system on that? Okay, I'm not going to the gym. I need to build a system on that. I do. I built a system. It's called having a trainer. And my trainer knows that if I skip out or cancel, he gets to keep the money. I don't get to cancel. Hold yourself accountable this way. I don't get to cancel and me get a refund or get to make it up. That just gives you an excuse to cancel. And I need to respect his time anyways, right? Strengthen those systems. It's going to propel you forward. It's going to help you develop. You're going to become more efficient, agile, and competitive. Not just personally, but in your business too. What business systems do you have in place? Systems allow you to scale. They allow you to achieve your goals faster. If you want to do this, 12-week year. I did a whole podcast on that. 12-week year, buy the book, buy the workbook. You can get both of them on Amazon. That will help you build systems in your life. It's very, very simple. Get it. You're going to love the book. The book is awesome. Number 6, mornings are for deep work, not meetings. If this is your best time, take the 2, 3, 4 hours. Don't allow no meetings or no distractions. Do your most important tasks. Make progress in these highest priority projects and get them done. Your productivity, you're like, well, I can't do 4 hours. Can you do an hour? Can you say, hey, guys, I'm going to be working on this project. I'm going to shut my door. And I don't need any interruptions for an hour. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. If you let everybody know. Your productivity is going to skyrocket. It's going to allow you to achieve more in a day than most people do in a week. I write it down every day. I write every day is a week. When I do my daily list and I put my task out there, I say every day is a week. I want to do more in a day than most people do all week. Because I'm scaling up. This dedicated time for focused work will enable you to build momentum. And you're going to achieve exponential growth. Leaving those people behind. Your competitors, gone. They're not working this. They're not being this productive. They're not working this hard. I encourage you. Adopt these 6 powerful habits and watch your life and leadership skills soar to new heights. And guys, remember, the number one thing that you can do if you enjoy this podcast is to review it on Apple. If you go to Apple and you leave a review, that helps me big time because that lets the algorithm know that people like this. And guess what happens? They begin to put it out there. And then we can grow the community. The more we grow the community, the more time I have to be able to share and help and coach and do these things that I need to do. So I encourage you guys, hop over to Apple, leave a review. Just hop in the podcast app if you have an Apple phone. Go in there and leave a review. If you don't have an Apple phone, you can go to Spotify and put some stars. They let you put, like 4 stars on there, 4 or 5 stars. Just click, click, click. Just do that. Appreciate it, guys. Love all you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in to the Self-Aware Leader Podcast with host Jason Rigby. We hope this episode has inspired you to unleash your full potential and embrace your inner leadership. By expanding your consciousness, you can transform your mind, body, and soul and become the remarkable leader you were always meant to be. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with your loved ones and help us expand our community. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to having you join us again on the Self-Aware Leader Podcast.